Yo, 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 what's happening? What's popping? It's your boy, it's your dog, it's your guy, it's the GOAT. It's just Thomas here, man. How y'all doing? How I'm doing? Man, I'm tired right now, but I really wanted to record a video and just record this video because I really need to get back to recording videos at least one time a week. We'll see how it goes. But I also got some advice, and if y'all agree, comment it that a friend of mine from work subscribed recently and said I kind of ramble in my videos, so I'm gonna try to subconsciously get to the point, but it's like I'm just conversing and talking with y'all, like it's an average conversation. Though I know I'm a little sometimes erratic and all over the place, but the video I really what's been on my mind in the base of the video is just trying to stay positive, Because I had church yesterday since it's past 12 o'clock on one of them. And the basis of today's service was about not living for nor being of the world. Mainly just not to judge a book by its cover. Like, don't judge on appearance and how God don't play favorites amongst like the poor or rich, and just trying to stay, keep the love and just stay loving, and it's hard, you know, it's hard living in this world, in this culture, in society, this generation, especially when you around my age, 25, especially younger, you know, Gen Z and these up and coming Gen Alpha kids, millennials. It don't matter really the generation. Life is just hard in different aspects for every generation. And one thing that's been on my mind has been, I feel like people are just genuinely toxic. Humanity or human beings and just genuinely just really toxic, really disgusting, nasty, and just quick to do or be attracted to the wrong things. And I really wonder why. Why are we like this? And but you also know that a lot also has to do with what we've been conditioned and programmed to. Excuse me, just trying to make sure this is straight. We've been conditioned and programmed to what we've been surrounded by growing up, what media forces us to accept or not to accept, and just the human brain in general. Because our brain, at least from what I remember learning, was not made to be all sunshine, rainbows, and positive. It was made for survival. You know what I mean? And whether it's a detriment to your mental health and just judging or jumping to a conclusion, it will try its best to protect you. And I guess it comes from what you're going to been through, experience, and how your chemical state or whatever chemical imbalance you got will influence you. And it's tough, It's like you cannot be a negative person, because I go through this personally. I'm not a negative person at all, but people just always think I'm saying negative things, or I am. It's just I'm a person that's honest about what I see. I call things what I see it, even if I'm jumping to conclusions. Like, it's not that, or jumping to a conclusion, assuming, judging, assuming, something that the lesson in church was basically going against, and it's hard not to. Or how you look at things, or how people look, or how things seem. Because a lot of people don't even try to make themselves be understood. It's like mental gymnastics and mind games with a lot of people. But I guess it also comes with self-reflection, and you also need to look at yourself and see what flaws and faults you have. And I've acknowledged before that I got many flaws, even though my mind is a kind of a mind based on the perfectionism, because my personal anxiety and possible OCD or whatever. But I'm trying not to use that as an excuse, because you can't. A lot of people use their lives experiences and what they've been through, or just wanting to fit in and be cool, to become the worst version of themselves and end up ruining good things and good people. And it just sucks that it's become the norm, become what life basically is, or what people always say, oh, this is just what life always been like. It is what it is. And like I said, and I said everything that I said in my last video, like murder and rape and assault and robbery and whatever has been going on since the dawn of man, but don't make it right, Don't make it excusable. And I know that and understand completely our inner stress and anxiety and worry and insecurities and depressions will make us act out or want to act out in all the wrong ways. It's like people in relationships, their insecurities, instead of just being honest about them, if the significant other, male and mostly female, acknowledge it, a lot of people will act out by cheating on their significant other because of their fears and insecurities. No negative things. And that just end up hurting and breaking another person. Or people can feel insecure with themselves as a man or woman and sexually or physically and violently do things to make themselves not feel a certain type of way, or alter their physical states to feel more whole and complete because of something they feel lacking with themselves, and it causes them their futures, to hurt themselves and just end up living with things that they shouldn't. We all as a collective is struggling right now. I don't dive into politics, but there's a lot of things going on with that. The economy, society, the community, culture. Because we tend to ignore it or look past the positive because we feel like it's too happy or it's too cliche. We look for thrills and excitements or whatever, and it end up costing us, like, in the future and others, a lot of negative things, you know, a lot of hurting people, because we all just hurt people. And it's kind of hard feeling like I'm pretty effed up with a lot of things. I'm not a, I don't know if I'm a bad person. I feel like I'm a good person, but I just got a lot of problems internally because what I've gone and been through, or how I perceive things. But at the end of the day, when it really came down to it, not to, because a lot of people also feel some type of way when you try to be better. They feel like you trying to be holier than thou, or look down on them when they're not even like that at all. Under someone that didn't let myself become all the worst things that I know, and a lot of things that I know are out here because it's not my calling away. Like the Bible says, and God says, you don't be nor live. Don't be for the world, don't live for the world. And we live for the world. We live for temptation. We live for satisfaction. We all guilty, lust, addiction, trying to alleviate the pain that can't go away. We live in times where evil is so great and influences all in our choices and decisions. Like all these girls making OnlyFans or stripping or gold digging. A lot of brothers scamming, drug dealing, robbing, killing. A lot of negative, toxic, low vibration stuff. A lot of things going on at parties and clubs. A lot of people cheating on each other. A lot of people home wrecking other people's relations. A lot of people just not giving a fuck about nothing and no one. What is there to be positive about, and how can we not jump to conclusions? You can. It's almost like you cannot not do that, because even if you don't outwardly do it, you're going to internally do it, and there's nothing you can really do about what your mind does. It's like over the weekend I met someone, and outwardly they seem like, mm, but it's crazy how I had this little lesson in church, and probably like in the homie D can attest to this. Talking about don't conclude or jump to conclusions about outward appearances, and just how a person can come off. Well, not really that, but just the outward stuff. So, and I got that person's number, so maybe my own intention to overcome fear, because I gotta learn to open myself and my mind and my heart up, because I'm internally scared and afraid, especially how I see a lot of good people and good guys get done, that and how what I've gone and been through, and just how I know people around me be, or what, and then by extension how I hear people that they mess with or be around them be, just like, how's a person like me gonna survive, you know? But gotta try. So I'm gonna try and open myself up and reach out and see what happens. Because I am a great work in progress. I'm only 25. I feel old, and I know I'm an old soul, but my life hasn't even truly begun yet. I'm stressed out beyond means, because adult life, boy. Whew, you know what I mean? Got me your own place, paying car notes, paying rent, having bills, and I don't even got my own insurance, like my own health, vision, and dental insurance yet, because I still got a couple more months until I turn 26 next year. But it's just hard to be positive, even though you want to be positive about love or females as a man or men as a woman. Hope that not every girl the same, or a hoe, or every dude a fuck boy. A lot of girls be liking the wrong type of guys. That's another video on its own. So it's just like, how can you be positive and hopeful in a world that constantly wants you to become the wrong things and brings you down? And when you try to extend that light, or whatever light you got in you, well, the darkness that you may have, tries to turn it off. It's what, and the answer is, I feel, personally, in my opinion, it's just what they want for us. They want us to be be the worst version of ourselves. They want us to become the darkness. They literally influence it all the time. Like the governments, the hood, streets, ghettos, traps, in the industry, entertainment, music, TV, sports, it's all tied. And it don't matter where you at in life, whether you raised in the streets, or middle class, even though middle class is damn near lower class or the upper class, we all got our struggles. And we gotta learn, to practice what we preach. I know I gotta practice what I preach, because I know I drop a lot of gems and say a lot of good stuff in these videos, or a lot of raw, sensitive topics and emotional things in my videos, but what I pray for. But I'm a work in progress every day too, and I'm just hoping that I'm following through what I speak on, because I still haven't healed from a lot yet, and I'm at that age, though I kind of been more aware and had to curve a lot, where things really gotta start being, what's the word, uncovered or unboxed, cleansed, or clean. And I know deep down I want to be someone that loves and cares for a good girl, any girl. I want to be someone that's good to my friends, kind and compassionate, selfless and sacrificing. I don't want to be just a result of what heartbreak and trauma and triggers and bullying or childhood pain and culture and society, the world, and feeling lack of acceptance or in just disappointment in my own community and culture has feel to make me react to beef. You know, I'm better than that, and I know we can be better than that. You can be better than that. As much as things like this that get talked shit about, laughed at, looked down upon, and they will really laugh. It's so cutthroat nowadays. People really laugh at you for trying to be the right and good things. And it hurts, and it leads to a lot of people not knowing who they are, which is why we not in a good state. We sick because we don't have no self-identity. I feel like the only way that we can really find our way to be good and better and positive, loving, caring, loyal, committed, self-respecting, and disciplined in every aspect is just learning to be real again. Just finding our way and being good and better, and instead of lying and keeping secrets about who we truly are, what we truly think and feel out of fear. And what, even though this is a land of freedom of speech, we really speak freely, they try to like silence you. Or you gotta fear what you say to certain guys or girls because they gonna fit the fear you can't judge or whatever. We just need to start being real and just start, we can't keep living as bad people, yo. Because the more you influence bad and sin, the more it grows. And now, that's another thing that I learned today. Just because you don't do one sin, but you still commit the one sin, don't mean you still not sinning. And we all sinners. I'm sinning by cussing. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I'm really going to ever be perfect with that. Though I can never be perfect. Because no human is perfect. But hopefully, whoever's out there watching, who may watch in the future, if this ever makes it anywhere, to know that you ain't gotta live as someone that you're not or shouldn't be. You ain't gotta be the worst version of yourself because of what you see or what and who you see around you. You got nothing to prove to nobody in all the worst ways. Baby girl, you don't need to be out here showing your body, sleeping around, and be an independent boss lady, bad bitch to prove something. No, you looking for a sweet, feminine, friendly. There's no need to come back, brothers. There's nothing wrong with loving, gushing, and caring about a woman. You don't need to be hard. Look at Drake. You know what I mean? Drake is an ultimate example of someone trying to be someone that they're not, and it's not a good look, family. Just be yourself, no matter where you at, whether a hood, a ghetto, or a suburb, a home. No dad or mom, or have both parents at home. Only have one parent. Well, this goes for everyone because we just all hurt people, man. But we can't keep on living as hurt people with hurting people because we're living in times of revelation, man. The rapture is happening right before our eyes. Like, good is bad, bad is good, wrong is right, right is wrong. And even if you try to tell someone, they think you're trying to tell them what to do or be a boss of them while they really being controlled by the narratives. So, we just gotta keep fighting, man. Who are you? Why are you? What are your true feelings and emotions? What made you the way that you are, and can you atone and repent, redeem, and rectify? Do you believe that it will be better? Can you apologize? You still got the good and love and care in you. Like, who are you genuinely and truly beyond all this stuff? Because you can't keep on letting the world lie to us and make us the worst versions of us, you know what I mean? It's unhealthy, and it's been unhealthy. And things been too crazy and wild and toxic. Humanity, we can't keep living toxic. Look, man, I hope y'all know that I love and care about y'all, even if I don't know y'all. And if I do know you, and we got a close bond, I do love and care about you. If I'm getting to know you, I love and care about you. My own personal insecurities, inhibitions, and fears hold me back from me loving and caring the way I do. Plus, you gotta be careful who you give your love, respect, care, loyalty, and commitment to, because people will not reciprocate, don't give you the same energy and time. I pray for every single person besides myself every day, and hopefully, I become a motivator, a positive speaker that's keeping it real, because that's what it's all about with this channel, with this life, and with this movement of ours. Keeping it real, but trying to be positive, good, hopeful, truthful, loving, respectful, caring, loyal, committed, disciplined, and righteous, and moral, and all that. We gotta fight. And honestly, we all tired and want to quit or give up. Life is beating us down, but we gotta keep on fighting, man. Try to stay as up as you can. Don't be toxic positive, but just be genuinely as positive and healthy as you can. Keep it real about situations, but be positive. Be good. Don't hurt that man. Don't hurt that girl. Don't bully others. Don't disrespect others unless it's really warranted. Because a lot of people ain't shit. You know what I mean? And a lot of people deserve what's coming to them. But let God handle that. Because you try to take matters into your own hands, it's only going to hurt you. And I can tell you that from personal experience. Stay in your lane. Do right by yourself and better yourself. Help better others. Not just physically or no fiscally, with money and all that, materialistically, but most importantly, mentally, mentally, physically too, because physical health is important, especially with the agendas being pushed out, that obesity and stuff is good. I'm a big brother, but I try to go to the gym as much as possible. But yeah, physical health is really important because physical health ties to mental health and emotional health. No influence other people's emotional health. Don't be scared to care. Know it's okay to care about others. Express your love. Express what hurts you, how people hurt you, and they don't care, then that's on them. Express what you think and feel. Psychologically, that ties mentally, emotionally. Don't be psychological and having psychological warfare, playing mind games and mental gymnastics and manipulation tactics, because we do that with each other too much and it's fucking us up. By trying to live by street codes or trying to act like a certain type of nigga or type of girl just to fuck people. Like, it's disgusting, man. Like, we need to do better. Internally, pray, therapy, play the drums, video games, cleansing. Externally, watch who you put yourself around, what you put yourself around, what lifestyle you live, what actions, choices, and decisions you make that could influence and affect others, because every choice and decision matters, because it's not just you getting influenced. The past matters, the present matters, and the future matters. Life matters, and whether if you believe it or not, even coming from someone that really tends to not care, when I really start finding out people make excuses about things they do, especially how they treat people, you matter. Care about people's mental, physical, spiritual, psychological, emotional health. Don't be an asshole or dickhead towards people. I get like we joke around, have a sense of humor, because some of my friends be like that. But don't play games with people's hearts and minds. Don't lie to people. Don't manipulate people. Don't play games with people. You know what I mean? There's too much pain out here just to be fucking with people, man. Just don't be a bad person. Don't fall into the tricks of toxicity is attractive. It's not. A lot of girls and a lot of guys, just because so and so looks a certain type of way, look good, whatever, don't fall into tricks. Don't disrespect yourself, because you know that choice you make in the bedroom, or that choice you make at the party or club or wherever you going is going to impact your future. And you're going to try to do everything to numb it inside, act like it's something, act like it's nothing. I mean, but it's really something, and you know it. And it's going to influence your future friendships, relationships, bonds, connections. I see it every day, and I see it all the time, whether people would admit it or not. Because my culture or our culture is so desperate not to care, not give a fuck about nothing or no one. Some real unhealthy thinking. Yeah, it's good to not care in certain aspects, but in the grand total scheme of things, we doing it in very unhealthy ways. Don't be afraid to tell people what you really think and feel. If you can, and I'm someone that struggled this with myself. When it comes to your family, friends, and loved ones, to your significant other, don't be afraid to express how much you love and care about them, how much you want to be there for them, want to spend time with them, be yourself around them. And if they can't appreciate that, and appreciate you for you in a good way, because people only like you when you not the good version of yourself, because peer pressure and just people trying to fit in, and they're not healthy, they're not positive, they're not good, they're not moral for you, they're negative, because they don't know who they are, because they lost and broken. But you can be lost and broken too, because sometimes, not a lot of times, I feel lost and broken myself. But they make their choices and decisions. Don't let their choices and decisions influence you. I went through a lifetime of that, and while I could feel lonely a lot, it's for the best. You know, I watch a lot of people fall. Don't be scared to be you. Don't be scared to reach out. Just don't. Just don't be a bad person. Don't be a toxic person. Don't be a negative person in the aspect of being a negative and bad influence. Because now it's time to make a choice and a decision, people. Who you gonna be, and what do you want to be in this life? What do you want to be remembered as? Because low key, we all want to be remembered for the best versions of ourselves before we go out, and what was our impact on this world, and the lasting choices, decisions, and impact we made. And hopefully, I could say I left a good one. If I was to die, I'm scared to death. I'm not gonna lie. If I was to die next week, hopefully I left a good impression, been a good influence, and a good person, and that it was okay. I got a lot of things I reflect on and be feeling guilty about. You know, regretful relationships, friendships, and just myself. But no matter what, I'm gonna try to be good and do the best I can, despite what others may say or think or feel. Cause I'm not gonna let others influence me to be the worst of me. I don't want to be no man hoe or man whore. I don't want to be no game banging street dude. As appealing as may feel, it's going to be just a detriment. Can't be the worst version of me because of what the culture and community influences and inspires. You feel me? If it's offensive, then gotta be. But people gotta start looking at the bigger picture of shit. You know what I mean? Because talks like this is some big picture shit, and it's for girls too. Because I love the girls. I love my woman. I just be hating what a lot of girls and women becoming done with themselves, man. But hopefully, you know, this video is low key therapy, but I just want to be someone that makes a positive influence and leave a positive impact on this world. A good digital footprint, despite all the crazy stuff I be saying, but I be speaking a lot of truths. And a lot of crazy people be telling the truth, but if you really get, dissect me and probably see things I don't even see with myself, you know why I'm here and why I'm trying to be. And hopefully y'all can do this, y'all doing the same too. And that we make it somewhere. But yeah, man, stay positive, man. There's a lot I said, but the main point in this video is to stay positive in all aspects. And being positive is not being cheery, but just being good and doing right. Because this is what this world needs. Keep on praying and going to God. Choose God, y'all, because the devil's going hard in this world. And we need God more than ever. Even if you struggle with God, lack faith in God, or have a hard time believing God, just keep praying. Choose God. Don't choose the devil. It's not a game, not true. You're just human. Don't think you're above God, or don't think you're above any human or any belief. You know what I mean? You're just human. I'm just human. We can feel like gods in ourselves, but no one's above God to be playing games when it comes to the evils. Go to God. Choose God. Make godly choice. Live as Jesus would want to. And this is coming from someone that struggles with the concept of Jesus and struggles with faith. I'm still choosing the right side instead of that side. Like Cat Williams said. You know what I'm saying? Choose God. Be good. Be positive. Stay on the right track. Love all. It's time to wake up. It's time, and hopefully this hit your heart. But I thank you for spending time with me. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all later.